Bonjour. Welcome to episode 154 of the Cobb Brothers podcast. Enchanté,
Yeah.
messieurs and mademoiselles. I am Joe.
Stop being multicultural,
Bloody
please.
diabolical.
Bloody diabolical. I'm Cyrus. Today I'm joined by co-host and fellow friends Oscar
Hey, that's me.
and Brandon.
That's me. That's also me.
You can't be both.
Fuck. All right, fine.
And Brandon.
Brandon.
That is me.
That is
It's
Brandon,
me. I'm the guy.
not Oscar.
Mhm.
Dude, Pistol Squad at it again, lads.
Another
Let's
Pistol
go.
Squad podcast.
That's how we do it.
Damn, we
in
should
the
just
States.
rename the show at this point.
Yeah, we'll just take over the channel now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Welcome to the Pistol Squad takeover.
Episode 7. Or I don't know. I lost count at this point because we've been in so many. Oh.
I want to say 5. It's either 4 or 5. Oh,
I think
well.
5.
I don't want to go back and...
Tell us in the comments, Bryant.
Yeah, he'll let us know. He knows.
Brian.
Brian always knows. He congratulated us when we came back last week in the comments. So, because we took a 2-week break.
Well, we have a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, we did. And you're back this
Should be
week,
good for
Oscar.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Look at that.
What do you got going on?
World's spinning.
What's going on in your world that we've been missing?
Fucking just nothing.
Just fucking.
I don't know. Just fucking.
Straight up.
No. No, it's I've been busy. I don't know what to say.
Well, we talked about it a little bit last night, but you checked out the new Eminem, right?
Oh, yeah. That album is fucking hilarious and it's really great.
I feel like if you're a fan of his older stuff, you know, the Slim Shady era up until Encore, I think it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
Bringing
It's
back the
fucking-
sound.
That shit has me dying laughing and also like bobbing my head. It's fucking great.
When he opened up one of the songs straight up with "fuck blind people,"
Yeah.
and deaf people suck.
Oh my god.
Something,
It was
something.
great. And you hear Eminem like, no, stop, no, what?
Immediately followed by quadriplegic fuck. I mean, that is how his music used to sound.
No, yeah, that's exactly how it sounded. He just fucking shitted on everybody. He didn't care what he was saying.
It was his mom. He shits on Kim. He never really talked shit about his kids, though. That was like the only soft spot that he had up until
Still
Houdini.
has that soft spot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Until Houdini.
yeah, that's true.
No, but it was a good album, and it's pretty much confirmed that the song "Brand New Dance" was a song that was cut from Encore. He has this one-sided beef with Christopher Reeve, if you know who that is.
The actor from Superman, right? Like, I'm not
Yes.
losing my mind, right?
Correct.
Why does he have beef with this fucking dude?
It just to be offensive that he would always talk about Christopher Reeve and him being disabled, and the song "Brand New Dance" has a horse like walking around in the sample, and Christopher Reeve famously became a paraplegic because he fell off of a horse.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
Yeah. And Encore came out I think a month after he died, so they removed it from the track list. So if you go and listen to that song, it's literally old Eminem. There's nothing more to it.
But there was like a robot voice, right? And then that wasn't like a voice of Christopher Reeve, right? That was just like some random robot voice.
Yeah, that was just him poking
Okay.
fun at it. I mean, the album does have Guilty Conscience too, which sucks. It doesn't have Dr. Dre on it, but it's just like Eminem rapping with Slim Shady. And he talks about Christopher Reeve a lot. I forget how many times, but Christopher Reeve comes up on this new album at least 15 times. It's insane.
Yeah, a bunch of times. I didn't know who he was, and then I saw a photo. I was like, wait, what? Why? What the I just forgot his name. I was just so confused. But I guess now I get it. It's just like a callback in a way.
But no, I think it's a good listen, especially the JID Eminem song. Holy hell. They bring out the best in each other. It's like Eminem had JID write the verse first, and he was like, well, I can't get shown up on my own song, so Eminem in turn goes even harder.
Like, kid, let me show you something real fast.
It reminds me of like old Eminem features. Like every time Eminem features on a song, he just has to be the better one because it's in his nature. He just can't stand being second. There was an old song with Royce da 5'9" a few years ago called Caterpillar, and it's like, let Royce have his moment. This is his album.
Let him have it. Just let him have it. You can have it.
Barnacles. Another cool album that came out yesterday was Denzel Curry dropped a mixtape titled "The Mischievous King of the South" Volume 2. Holy hell!
Okay.
It's just 30 minutes of bangers, back to back to back to back to back.
It was just a mixtape. Pretty much, he's just like, oh, I got all these songs I got here.
It feels like his like his studio albums. He like experiments and really talks about stuff, that's going on with his life, things that he noticed that are going on in the world. And then his mixtapes are like, I'm just gonna talk about whatever. I'm from Florida, bitch. Because I forget who the producer is, but it's a Memphis producer, and they just bring out the best in each other. Nothing more to say.
Fair. I mean, they both have like similar styles because they both come from the same background,
Mm-hmm. Denzel Curry hasn't missed. He does not have a bad album.
Oh yeah, name every album.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. Something. I think his first album was Imperial, like when he got signed. Sure, okay. We'll say it's Imperial. Then it was Taboo, Zoo, Unlocked, Melt My Eyes, and then this last one, The King of the Mischievous South, or something like that. Forgot the name of it already.
Is there a reason it's called that?
He had
just...
when he came out with one of his first mixtapes a long time ago. It was The King of the Mischievous South. So this one's volume 2.
Like Bobby and Tarantino.
Whoa, fucking Logic.
Whoa.
Dude, Ultra 85 is supposed to come out next month. Finally.
Are you going to buy it?
Probably. See,
yeah.
It's weird because, like, you could have a love-hate relationship with Logic because he's really corny, I will admit. But I started listening to him when Everybody came out, and then when you listen to, whatchamacallit, The Incredible True Story, and then Everybody, and it's like the story of Kai and what's his name?
Oh, the guy that voices Dempsey?
Yeah.
Steve Bloom?
On the Aquarius, the name of that ship, because The Incredible True Story is them on the ship, and then Everybody's just an album about Neil deGrasse Tyson and some guy arguing in a white room. That's literally the plot of the album.
Some guy.
It plays on the idea of the Egg short story, where basically a man dies. He dies in a car crash, and he meets God, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he discovers that he is every person that has ever lived ever. He has to live every life ever to understand what it needs to be to move on to the next phase in his existence. He's like, you won't understand until you've lived as everybody. He's like, I'm Hitler and Jesus Christ. But then at the end of the album, it reveals that the pilots of the ship are still walking on that planet. And he kept teasing Ultra 85, and it was like, oh, cool, we're going to get the ending of the story very soon. And 7 years fucking later, here we are. Got a bunch of bullshit in between, a shitty book that he wrote, a movie that never came out.
A divorce, lost his kid.
Oh, yeah, one divorce. No, he still has his kid. He had his kid with his new wife.
That's right.
I think he was too bald for his previous wife. I don't know. His picture on Amazon Music was when he shaved his head, and it's so jarring seeing it every time.
Dude, I still like The Incredible True Story. I think it's my favorite album of his, just because of like the whole like skit of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's all just like the Aquarius, and then they have like the AI that like can be anybody, quote unquote. You know what I mean?
Thalia, Big Sean.
Yeah, that's what his name is. Yeah, how's it going, Cal?
And it's cool because Steve Blum does the voice of one of the pilots.
Mm-hmm.
Brand, if you don't know who Steve Blum is, he famously did Spike in Cowboy Bebop, and he's also Dempsey in Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he's like Logic's just a huge fucking
seen
nerd.
Him before, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, fuck it, I'll put him in a Logic album. So Logic dropped back-to-back albums with Dempsey and then Neil deGrasse Tyson just because he could.
Didn't he also, doesn't Logic have like a gaming review channel, right? You showed me that. You showed me his laptop or whatever.
Oh.
He was like playing like Metal Gear Solid or something. Or trying to talk about Metal Gear Solid.
Maybe. Yeah, he has like a YouTube channel that he neglects for 3 years in a row until he comes back for 2 months. No, he was like talking about how he was the only rapper to beat Tetris in one sitting without losing. And then I realized it's not a big accomplishment.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a mark on your belt you want.
He used to live stream The Last of Us, the first one, when it came out, like when he got big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's actually the voice of an NPC in the second game.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, because he got really close with the game director. I forget what his name is. But yeah, if you play The Last of Us Part 2, Logic voices somebody in the game. I don't know who.
How about that? Good
for him. Corny motherfucker.
Honestly, though, I mean, if he loves the game and you got a chance to be in it, like, that's pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys, Cyrus experienced it, but Brandon, have you having trouble with your Xbox and or computer lately?
Like once a couple weeks ago when y'all were first saying it in the group chat. It wasn't really working, but I haven't really had a problem after that.
Well, get this. something's been going through every Microsoft computer system and piece of hardware, because just I think it was yesterday, Delta Airlines, American Airlines, and a couple other airlines had an IT outage that grounded every single flight in the U.S. for 12 hours.
I saw that, like the maps of the normal
Mhm.
traffic and then everything getting halted.
Yep.
Hmm.
And then immediately following that, Microsoft went down for a couple hours last night because and people weren't able to like start their computer. It would just be stuck on like the login screen loading constantly. I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Lizard Squad at it again?
I have not
Ah.
heard Lizard Squad in forever.
Yeah. That's
So
what I'm saying.
from what I was aware of, it was like a security software called CrowdStrike. I guess there was an update that they released on a Friday that just wouldn't work. They just broke everybody's system. I remember seeing like somebody did a time lapse of an airline's flights over a 12-hour period when the outages happened, and it went from flights all around the country to like 12 planes in the air at one time in all of the Americas. Just came to
Gotta
a
love
halt.
it.
Videos of people freaking out in airports because like the attendants would get on the mic and go, "Hey, we can't get you on this flight. There's nothing we can do. Also, you can't be refunded because we have no way to refund you at the moment."
Nice.
And of course, people aren't happy about it.
Jesus.
I saw another video where they were just taking pieces of paper and writing times on it and slapping it over the TV screen because they couldn't change the times on the TV
Oh.
because they couldn't get into the computers to change it. Ugh.
Fucking-
Yeah, because
I love it.
we tried to hop into Discord last night and it was not working.
Yeah, Brent and Cyrus couldn't like speak at all.
I tried my best.
You did. And
I
then
did.
whenever we'd say something, it would come in like super delayed for you.
Yeah. On my gigabit internet, it's not me.
No, it's you.
It's not me.
Nah, me.
Couldn't be me.
Someone drove over that landline.
Somebody drove over my fucking wire outside, dude.
It's a literal landmine.
Landmine?
At the moment. It's a landline at the moment.
I heard landmine.
Well, both.
Somebody drove over the
Someone drove over it, and then the internet went kaput.
For the uninitiated, there's a giant cable line outside of my house running into my neighbor's yard because the internet line going into my house is dead. So they put 2 cones outside and a couple pieces of rubber, and they're trusting the
good.
neighborhood to not fuck it up.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Sure, I had to only go
Unless
fix it.
Yeah.
They said 5 to 10 days. It's been 11 days. I've counted.
Damn.
Biggest dick known to man is the blue whale out in the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, but the
God,
largest body to that ratio belongs to the capybara.
God, I'd wish that thing would rail me every Sunday afternoon.
Man, so the Emmy nominations came out this week.
Dude, did Robin Williams get one?
No.
Ah, Brandon.
No, Brandon.
Brandon.
I'm sad now, but thank you.
Yeah, I'm sad as fuck.
Anyways, in lighter, better news,
I was either going to say that or Chadwick Boseman.
you're Chadwick
Brandon!
Boseman. Oh, I forgot he died. Oh shit. God damn it. It took me a second to realize that. Fucking hell, Ben.
What happened, dude? What the fuck, Kyle? Not cool, man.
Yeah. Brandon, you need to take a chill pill.
Dude, you need to chill. You forgot that the Black Panther died.
I
You
did.
need to get out of this goddamn Discord.
It feels like he's still very much with us because of the impact of his movies, okay? All right?
That's why I said Robin Williams as well, man.
That's true.
Why?
And you guys are painting me as the bad guy. What were you saying? Anyways.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
The what's it called?
Robin
Fucking
Williams.
Emmy nominations.
Oh, yeah. So The Bear leads all nominations for a comedy show. It actually broke.
I need to watch that.
It is, dude, The Bear is a fantastic TV series. I cannot recommend it enough.
Season 3, meh. That kind of little meh.
I
That's still
think
pretty good.
I still think overall it's amazing. Season
Yeah,
2 is spectacular. Especially the Christmas episode. That's like a chronologically the first episode in the series. It shows you
Hey,
like
man, just-
a lot about his family.
It's simple, all right? Just
Mm-hmm.
leave the fork alone, okay?
Yeah. Jeremy Allen White is not allowed to live in a normal family in any role he's cast in, whether it's Iron Claw, Shameless, The Bear.
Dude, Iron Claw is so fucking sad, bro. Oh my god.
I told you that movie is crazy depressing at the end.
Oh, fuck?
When Zac Efron starts crying at the end, I was like, all right, we got to get out of this theater, Sierra. It's like there's sprinklers on
I
or
need to
something.
leave.
Oh my god,
Dude, no,
it's
it is
crazy.
fucking. Oh my! And when he says to his kids when they come up to him, I was like, dude, what the fuck? No,
Mhm.
no.
I don't think I know which one that is.
They made a movie about the Von Erich family. It's a family of wrestlers from the 80s and 90s.
Cyrus's theory in Gears of War, where Marcus always has to suffer, right?
Correct.
Zac Efron in that movie always has to suffer.
Pretty much. It's so the story of the Von Erichs is like they're like the Kennedys of the wrestling world. They're just cursed, and everybody, all of his brothers met a terrible fate. Whether they died too young or took themselves out, unalived for the YouTube audience.
Yeah.
But it's a really good movie because it came out around my birthday, and I told Sierra, I was like, "We're going to that movie." I was like, "I want to see this movie."
What's it called again?
The Iron Claw.
The Iron Claw. Okay.
It's very good.
Out for that.
Very good. Back to the Emmys. Fallout, the TV series, received 16 Emmy nominations in the drama category.
Let's go.
Nice.
It is getting the recognition it rightfully deserves. It is a
very good.
fantastic adaptation of the Fallout universe.
Hell yeah, and its
Best
own
video
show
game
too.
Show so far. Yeah.
On the flip
if you-
side, oh, continue, Oscar.
I was gonna say that even if you have never played the Fallout games, the show on its own is awesome in its own right.
People have started playing Fallout for the first
Yeah.
time because they watched the show and they're like, "There's a game
Mhm.
based on this." And it's like, no, this is based on the game. And they're like, "What?"
Nani?
You can play it. I have a coworker that was watching it, and he's like, "Have you watched it yet, Cyrus?" I was like, "Yeah, I finished it." And he's like, "Yeah, I used to watch my brother play the games, but I didn't know what it was about." He's all like, "Is that like the universe?" I was like, "The games are much more, how would you say, I guess NSFW. The TV show, puts you into that world, but the video games, like just reading the texts and people's interactions, it's like the games are worse. The TV show does a good job of setting you up with how awful the universe is."
I'm sorry, man. He's just trying to fuck my chickens, man.
The chicken fucker. She was so ready to be like, "I did a good thing." No, you protected a chicken fucker, and that's what you'll be known as, Lucy. But on the flip side of video game adaptations, Halo at
Uh-oh.
Paramount Plus has been canceled after 2 seasons. It is
Good riddance.
It is over.
Good riddance.
Can't hurt us no more.
Unpredictable.
No,
But in the end, it's right.
no, they need to do a prequel show of Reach, and they need to do it right.
I think the Fallout series has shown how easy of a softball it is to make a good series. Base it on the source material. Base it on the source material. Base it on the source material. And also, if you haven't forgotten, base it on the source material.
I think the
Unbelievable.
biggest thing that they got right, as opposed to other video game shows, is that it wasn't based on a previous video game's protagonist. Like it didn't follow the Lone Wanderer or any person like that or the Courier.
Mhm.
It was its own separate thing in the same universe, and the story worked with everything that was going on.
Yeah. They did do callbacks to like Shady Sands in the TV series and whatnot. The big reveal at the end of the final episode. But it was a brand new story in an established universe.
Yeah, they picked a year where it didn't interfere with any of the game's lore, and they did what they wanted with it.
Mm-hmm. And it paid dividends. It's great. It's wonderful.
Oh, that's great. I heard rumors that the second season is coming out in December, but I highly doubt that.
Highly doubt it, but that would be great. I'd actually
Mm-hmm.
really love that. It almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. You know?
No.
What? That's what they say in the New Vegas games. I was just calling out the New Vegas games.
Dude, I miss winter. I'm done with summer.
It has been hot.
Yeah.
The week that everybody helped me move, it was going to be 100 degree or above 100 degrees straight for a straight week.
Perfect time to move, Cyrus. Perfect time to move.
It's very uncommon for it to hit that in Reno. Like up in Redding, it was 120 degrees like consistently during the heat wave.
God.
Yeah. Like I know Vegas is hot, but because I have, my brother and my sister lived in Redding, I know Redding is hotter than Vegas. It is miserable up there. I don't know why you would choose to live in Redding, California.
You could cook an egg on that bitch.
It's absolutely tragic how hot it's been because we've had to have our AC running pretty much day and night. And I can't wait to get our first power bill and see how much it is.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, with the internet,
Little tip.
what's that little tip?
Little tip. When you're doing laundry, don't use AC
Oh yeah,
or the dishwasher.
pick one. You're saying
Pick one. Yeah.
Okay, that's actually good advice. Good thing I got all three running right now. So
Yeah, let's fucking go.
no, but with no internet, we pretty much were just like playing on our phones for the first few days and stuff like that. So
Alright.
it's gonna be prorated for that. We were watching DVDs MK at night.
DVDs and go.
I've watched Wayne's World so many times.
That's a great movie, though.
I have the double pack. It's like easy to switch from the first one to the second one back to the first one. Now let's do the Scooby-Doo ending.
I think it all came from a SNL sketch.
God, are you aware of how many like movies SNL Studios has made based off of their sketches?
I only know Wayne's World and Beverly Hills Cop. No.
No, not Beverly
What
Hills
is that?
Cop.
Oh.
I mean, maybe. I actually don't know if that was an SNL skit. I know it's got Eddie Murphy, and he was responsible
Right.
for SNL coming back. But think of like the Blues Brothers, Coneheads.
Wait, Coneheads was a skit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
If there's a lot of SNL cast members in the movie, it was probably an SNL skit. And what was the other one? MacGruber. Damn, I love
Yeah.
MacGruber. I was gonna say, finishing off the Emmy nomination list, it has been 16 seasons of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and they still have never received an Emmy nomination.
I mean, have you seen the show?
I have seen the show, and it deserves one. The fact that they got Danny DeVito to get on board with that is just, that deserves an Emmy in itself. Completely changed the show for the better.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right. After 16 seasons, you would think they would amount like one season would like get some nomination for something, you know. But also, you're competing against like all these other great shows that come out. Like we were just talking about, The Bear, The Fallout, fucking some other Netflix, Bridgerton, probably. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're saying 30 Rock is better than It's Always Sunny? Because 30 Rock used to like just sweep the enemies for comedy. Holy hell.
I've never seen 30 Rock.
It's actually very good. I don't want to talk shit about it.
Is it like a Wall Street broker thing?
It takes place at 30 Rockefeller Plaza, which is where NBC Studios is headquartered at. And it's Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin are the leads in that show. And Tracy Morgan plays a fictionalized version of himself named Tracy Jordan. And he's just so overblown. It's hilarious. Honestly, I think Tracy Jordan is the best part of the show. Every time he's on screen, it's like, all right, I'm ready. I could watch 10 more episodes of 30 Rock.
Yeah, this shit's about to be funny as hell.
I enjoyed it. Alec Baldwin's a great actor. He can be funny when he wants to be. Not in court. He's not that funny in court.
No, not funny core.
Not recently.
Or when he accidentally shot and killed that woman. Not that funny either.
Was it? Oh, yeah. Was it him that did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I know he was a producer on the movie, but holy hell.
Yeah, he was in the scene. He had to shoot a gun, and someone loaded live rounds on it.
For some godforsaken reason.
Well, they already proved that they were out shooting with the guns that week and had live ammunition on the set. Very well-deserved prison sentence.
I
Unfortunately.
thought he got like deferred or something.
Got deferred.
Well, he avoided prison time or something.
Oh, Alec Baldwin they tossed it out for like, I think I remember reading it was evidence that they hadn't presented before. They dismissed the case, but the armorer is doing prison time. The one in charge of the weapons. Yeah, 100%. Because it brings up the question, why was there live rounds on the set? Because even big action movies, live rounds aren't on the set. They will do that in a shooting range if they're filming stuff like that. So, completely independent of whatever they were shooting at that point where they were pointing guns at each other.
Avoiding any kind of fucking fatal mistake possible.
Why? That's why. You've seen it in action. People are doing prison time.
Yeah, but I will say though, even though how horrible that was, I can't wait to see the movie and see that scene.
I don't think the movie's coming out.
Yeah, I think the movie got scrapped after that. Yeah.
Oh come on, it's someone's life work literally at that point, right? Like, deny him.
But that's a bold way of
Wow.
putting it.
Yeah, we were talking about Robin Williams, Chadwick Boseman, cameraman, and Rust.
Look, I didn't know who this person was that died, right? I understand, but it's sad. But I mean, it's still like that's like giving your all, like, quote unquote, into a movie, right? Like whenever an actor, I mean, I'm not comparing it to this level of like extremity, you know what I mean? But like when an actor like breaks their arm or like busts like a collarbone or like almost dies doing a stunt, they put that scene in, you know,
You're in a hole right now, bud.
Look, I'm not in a hole. I'm on
You
a
gotta just put
plateau.
down the shovel.
No, I'm not. There's no shovel. I'm being honest here.
Oscar, look at the flowers.
No, wait. Oh, they're pretty though. Anyways, I've been playing fucking Flintlock, Siege of Dawn.
How is it? I want to try it out.
Okay. Its description is a Souls light. Not like a light. It's similar to Dark Souls, but it's like less hardcore on you. You know what I mean?
Thank God.
But it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. I've been playing it. I'm liking it. It's like you have a little fox god thing that like teams up with you, and you like do like some sick combos on people. Like there's like these like execution animations and shit everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The fighting is very like hack and slash, and not really hack and slash, more like it's not similar to God of War, but like where you're just like dodging around, locking on to people, swinging, timing attacks, parries, and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of that movement or in the combat.
Yeah, because Dark Souls type games just piss me off. So, because I remember when another Crab's Treasure came out.
Like?
That's why I haven't started Elden Ring games. The one game, and it's DLC.
The games.
Yeah. Because I've heard nothing but good things about Elden Ring, and everybody's just like, play it. But I just, man, Jay had me playing Elden Ring for a minute to record gameplay for one of our earlier podcasts, and I was just atrocious at the game. I just could not function for the first hour. I was like, this is not filmable, because if somebody watches this, they're just going to be really upset at my gameplay, right?
No,
You don't know how to dodge, bro?
No, I don't.
Like, keep going, man. You'll figure it out.
We need supportive Elden Ring community players in our comments. I only say that because like you will destroy my self-esteem if you talk shit about how I play Souls-like games. I'm embarrassed.
Look, those games are fucking hard, okay? Like they're hard for a reason. You know what I mean?
That's true. It takes a lot of learning, I've assumed. It just, you need to learn the game. Once you learn how to play, make your good decisions.
It's just the gratification of like you finally overcome that boss from like you just bashing your head against the wall until you've like understood its movements, its patterns, and stuff like that.
Of course.
You know? That's why I like Sekiro. Sekiro, it's made by the same guys from Software, and what they did was they took out the stamina bar, and so like you just can like wail on a dude endlessly and like break their posture like that. But it's also like the better you get at the game, the more it looks like a fucking like those '60s samurai ninja movies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because the way the way that the characters move, the way they flow, like even the sound effects of like you hearing the timings and stuff, like it's fucking. It was sweet, man. It was sweet. I felt really felt great when I played Sekiro, even though I was ripping my goddamn head off every 30 minutes.
That's kind of a theme that a lot of the Souls like from Software games have done with their boss fights, is where the boss enemies will do attacks on certain, like, not at the same time of the music, but at the same time signature, like of whatever the rhythm is, and they'll attack on that beat.
Mustard on that beat, ho.
Mustard on the beat, ho.
When I was a baby, I used to go.
That was kind of perfect.
Very poignant, Ellie. I agree. I mean, or disagree. I don't know where she stands on global conflict. So,
Ellie, what's your views on everything happening in Gaza?
I'm not asking her that.
No, I know. It's just but the main reason I wanted to check out Flintlock was because it was on the Xbox game showcase, and I wanted to see why it was there. You know, that's a lot of fucking money to give to Xbox to put them on like that showcase. You know, and that showcase was everywhere. It was on the first thing you did that you saw when you booted your Xbox up the day up. You know what I mean? So I wanted to check it out, and so far it's going good. I haven't fought like any real big bosses yet, but the bosses that I have fought are been pretty fucking sweet. It's just a learning curve with that game. You gotta like figure out the motions, the movements, the attacks, and timings and shit like that. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun.
how does it stack with another Crab's Treasure?
Crab's Treasure is like the best game ever, so I can't really compare.
That game is pretty great.
Yeah,
The fact that it has like actual commentary of your character, like you're not an actual silent protagonist, like most Souls-like games, really just gives it that feel of depth, you know. game of the year.
That's another
GOTY.
issue I have. Why do games go silent protagonists? I don't understand.
Cause
But
I
I
mean,
want to
The
feel
boys have
part
a
of the
silent
world.
protagonist.
all right.
It
I don't
does.
get that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a character that doesn't talk. They only talk in sign language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
either
also
way,
a silent antagonist.
that's Black Noir, no?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's an antagonist too.
Did you know he's narcoleptic?
Yeah, then the Black Noir 2.
Mm-hmm. Hey, well, this is a spoiler, dog.
That didn't spoil anything.
Oh, as well. But the thing about
the Black Noir as well.
the thing about Black Noir is he's narcoleptic in real life, the actor that plays him. And somebody went back on TikTok and was watching an old episode from season 2, and you can clearly see when these 7 are together at the table, in the background, he's passed out in his chair. Like head back, staring at ceiling. He passed out during a scene. And people think it's really funny because there's also pictures of the cast members taking pictures with him on set as he's falling asleep and shit like that.
Wow.
And they kind of wrote it into his character, which is really cool.
That's fair. That's really cool. Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
cool.
I imagine he was
So
like
it's like-
cool with it.
Yeah, if they're
He's like, you're paying me to fall asleep. All right.
Okay, you got it.
I mean, that's their diversity hire right there. You know.
Just check all the boxes. He's narcoleptic and he's noir.
Yes, that's right. That's right, Cyrus. He is.
Oh, I'm getting it now. Okay.
Yeah.
So in video game news, very, very sad day coming up on July 29th. The Xbox 360 storefront will be shut down.
No way.
So you will not be able to log in on an Xbox 360 and purchase digital media anymore. That will all be kaput.
But are the multiplayer still alive, or is it just the shop?
Just the store. The multiplayer will
Okay.
still be alive. I guess the
That's
reasoning
fucking
behind
crazy.
it is how many people are logging into 360s just to buy Forza Horizon 2, you know? Can't be that many.
I mean, I still need to buy War for Cybertron, and I don't want to pay fucking. Oh, I can't even get it on there because it's fucking delisted. God damn it.
Yeah, it's disc only.
God fucking damn it. It's $80.
Mhm.
It's $80 fucking dollars. Why? It's a 13-year-old game. Fuck.
It's rare and people want it.
Ugh.
It was like NCAA Football 14 up until, they just came out with the latest one. Yesterday was the official launch.
Cyrus
Actu-
has it. I know Cyrus has it.
I don't have it. I don't want to spend $70 on it. I will get it probably on its
Okay.
first sale. But I was looking at my finances recently and I was like, I can do without it.
It is $70. That is fair.
I wanted to see if the price of NCAA 14 went down now that there's a new game out finally. But what's crazy is NCAA Football completely jumped the PS4 or Xbox One era. There was not a single game for those consoles. Like the last one was PS3, Xbox 360.
That's crazy.
Uh,
Little world. Little
Yeah.
world.
You
so
really set the example on that one of when you take a good few years to work on a game, it's a better game. Who would have thought? Like,
everything I've heard has been absolutely positive.
yeah, I haven't seen
Okay.
a single bad thing about it yet.
See that, EA? You can make good games when you want to.
Just do it. Just make a good game.
Just make a good fucking game.
They're like, but we have to put out a game yesterday. No, you don't. Just make a
No.
good one, then release it.
College football games have a different feeling to it because it's not ultra realistic like the Madden games. So when there's quirks, people kind of write it off. But this game is jam packed with so many new features that have been missing from the Madden games for the past 11 years since the last NCAA game. I don't know how
What
to
did they
describe
add?
it. So they've added a lot of home field advantage stuff. So in Madden, you know how at the top of the screen you have the bar that shifts left and right based on who's the home team and how well they're playing. And
Yeah.
if the home team is doing very well, they get special perks that activate in game. Well, it's like cranked up to the max in NCAA because they understand that home teams rule. The one that's getting passed around a lot was there was a BYU's whiteout game, or not BYU, I think it was Penn State. Penn State holds an annual whiteout game where everybody in the crowd wears white t-shirts, like everything white, so that when you look in the sea of 100,000 people that show up to this game, white,
You get blinded.
There's a clip on YouTube where they played Mo Bamba before the first snap of the game, and the entire crowd was singing it, and it was so
Yes.
loud that the other team had to call a timeout in the first play of the game because they couldn't get the ball snapped. Because the center was like, we're not doing a silent count, and I can't hear the quarterback, hike the ball. So there's a whiteout in NCAA, and even on the easiest... Even on the easiest difficulty, it's really hard to beat Penn State because Penn State's not supposed to be losing. But go look that clip up. It's legendary because the commentators don't talk throughout the whole time. It's just fucking the crowd screaming Mo Bamba.
What game was it? What was the university again?
Penn State.
Penn State.
I don't remember which university it is that does it, but whenever they play Pitt, they'll play
Penn
Sweet
State,
Caroline.
Mo Bamba.
And the whole crowd will be like, "Sweet Caroline, eat shit, Pitt."
Oh my god.
It's got college rivalries and stuff like that. Like if you put UNR and UNLV in a game against each other, it'll put the cannon out in the field and shit like that.
Is
No
UNR
way!
and UNLV in the game?
Yeah,
I
it's
looked
got
up and listen. I didn't see them.
134 schools in the game, and UNR is one of them. It's
All the
Let's
list that it was
fucking
showing me was
go.
probably like the top 35 or whatever.
yeah,
Like all
the popular
ones.
schools. Fuck the popular schools. UNR rep.
Dude, that's so cool that they put the cannon in though. I love that.
But it's also cool because if you play at UNLV, it's got Allegiant Stadium in the game because that's where UNLV plays.
Can you see the sphere?
I don't know. You can't see the sphere from the stadium, I don't think. I think there's too many casinos in the way. I'm going to be honest.
Stadium.
I was looking at the game more than I was outside. But where we were sitting, you could see the Trump Tower outside just behind the owl torch. Yeah. I was like, Sierra, look, Trump Tower. Because,
Gotta make
Duh.
sure you can see that.
yeah, it's important.
The first
You
time
know
we went to Vegas to see Green Day, one of the first buildings I saw was the Trump Tower. And the person we were staying with,
It's very shiny.
They're Trump supporters, and I didn't know it at the time. And I was just like, "Hey, look, it's a giant gold dick." And then they started like being like, "Oh, you don't like Trump?" And just being stuff. And I was like, "I don't give a shit about the politics. I just don't like him."
There's also
And they
funny
left it at that,
jokes.
and they're like, "Okay, cool."
It's a giant golden dick in the middle of the
That was
city. being
That was
off-putting.
in 2016, or no, 2017.
I think it would have been
Oh, how the
2017.
times changes.
Oh, how the turntables!
But yeah,
Cyrus, I put
NCAA, great
Penn
things.
State. I put Penn State in YouTube, and it said a Mo Bamba as the first
Yep.
one.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's probably the most popular Penn State clip on YouTube. Also, there was definitely some white kids that said the N-word in that crowd. Let's be real. We're calling them
Oh,
out.
absolutely.
Yeah, calling them out. You guys are being put on blast. You're going on Twitter tomorrow. It's over. Deadpool and the Wolverine is coming out this next week. Stupid excited.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Fucking
saw-
Checklist off of things before GTA 6.
Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine,
Yeah.
retiring and coming back just because Ryan Reynolds is like, hey, let's do a movie.
He's like, "Please."
Please. A sick gag.
They're doing a giveaway with Xbox, and they're giving away an exclusive Deadpool Series X controller. Has any of you two seen it yet?
No.
Okay, I'm going to send a picture to the Discord, and I want a live reaction of what you think about it. They're only giving one
Okay.
away. One
Ooh,
away.
How do I wait? How do I?
Oh,
get
the
there?
controller? I know what the fucking controller looks like.
Okay.
What do I have to click? Text channels general.
Yeah, I'll put it in general so that everybody can see it. The description
Scroll to the
for it
bottom. Crap.
is that it's cheeky. Do you have any guesses what that could be?
Oh, I think I already know what you're talking about. The Deadpool one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
Okay.
How many 30 pre-orders for that?
Giant ass cheeks just on the back
On
of
the
this
battery
controller.
pack.
Yeah, you got to be careful putting those batteries in. But it's cool. It looks like it's armored. Like the controller,
Yeah.
the buttons are inlaid into the faceplate. It legit looks like a really nice controller. The problem is it's a giveaway and you can't buy it because I would buy it.
Oh yeah.
Heartbeat.
After the movie comes out, they have to make like 100,000 more because like
Mhm.
that's amazing. It's such
Have
a
you-
good product.
Have you guys seen the Sonic and Knuckles ones when that movie came out?
Yes, I remember those.
Those fucking Brendan. It's a blue and red controller, and it's furry. like long, like it has like full length of hair all around it.
You use it for 2 hours, and then all of a sudden it's all
I
sticky
know.
because of sweat.
It sounds awful to use, realistically.
Yeah, dude. I can feel it in my hands, and it just, oh my god.
What was it? I remember when Far Cry 6 did a Rust Bucket Series X, and it just looked like shit. It's like, how do I push the power button? Do I have to get around the C4? I don't know if you remember, but it just looked like an armored case with pipe bombs around it.
What?
Yeah. Well, the whole thing about the Series X is that you can lay it down and like put it in an entertainment cabinet, but not when the console is now the size of a PS5. It sticks out like a sore thumb. At least the PS5's slender. Now you just have to put a refrigerator down under.
I come from a land down under.
I don't know. I think this controller is really cool, though. I wish I would sell it.
No,
If-
yeah, it actually, besides the butt cheeks, like the texture, like you were saying, looks fucking sweet. It looks like it's just Deadpool as a controller.
Mm-hmm. So there's going to be one person, obviously, that wins that controller and uses it. How often are they going to be just rubbing on them butt cheeks? Because it's part of
The
the grip.
entire time.
That's a question I'd like to know. So if one of our viewers wins that controller, let me know.
Let us know and send it in to us.
Send
Let us
it.
know now, Bryant. It's gonna be Bryant. We already know.
Bryant wins a controller. He's a permanent COD bro.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. You just got to go repost their tweet on Twitter to get entered, which is stupid. Xbox does all of these giveaways on Twitter. So if you don't have a Twitter account, eat shit.
Dude, I've wanted that fucking Destiny 2 Final Shape giveaway Xbox and controller.
Mhm.
It looks so fucking sweet. I was praying on someone's downfall for that shit, bro. I swear.
If you want more guaranteed merch, they do have a Deadpool controller holder. You just have to be one of the first 1,000 people on July 22nd to buy an Elite Xbox Wireless Controller Series 2.
Oh, fuck.
So you have to buy one of their premium controllers, and then you'll get a Deadpool stand.
I know
Hey.
what Cyrus is doing.
Oh, yeah. I already have 2 of them. I don't need another one. You only need 1. To be fair, they were both gifted to me, so... It wasn't me making poor choices.
Uh-huh.
In other
Sure.
gaming news, Splitgate. I didn't know Splitgate was a studio based in Reno. The people that
I
make
said
it.
this on like the first podcast we did.
I remember that, and then it came back up, and I re-remembered. But
I'm
those
to be completely honest, I didn't remember that at all.
That's right, Brian.
developer 1047 Games has announced that they are currently working on Splitgate 2.
Let's go!
They're retweaking the combat system. It looks like they're trying to build a hero-based system. So taking what they did in
Oh, hero
Splitgate
shooter.
1 and making it into a hero shooter, because why not?
Uh-huh.
That's
I mean,
every game.
yes.
I mean, if it plays fine, I guess it's fine. I don't know how I feel about hero shooters, because like I love Black Ops 3 and 4. I thought they were okay games, and those are technically hero shooters, kind of.
Yeah.
Like you get a special weapon ability, but it doesn't affect your character class. Like you choose a loadout, and it's independent of which character you choose. The character just gives you a special weapon every once in a while. I hope they do something like that. Not like an Overwatch where it's like, oh, this guy's got more health, so that when he comes through a portal, he just fucking brick walls 4 people. I don't know. I have faith that they'll do something really cool with it.
We should go back and play that again. That shit's fun.
You want to help me with the 1,047 wins for that achievement?
Alright, I said I want to have fun, okay? I didn't want to have a bust of...
Game's got a lot of
have an
bots.
aneurysm.
We can just fuck up the bots.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm. Because remember, if you can't find a full lobby, it just fills the rest of the player base with bots. We didn't get a lot of that at launch because everybody was playing it, but now you'll find a lot of bots online.
Alright, Brandon, we're going back. Get ready.
Well, why don't you do what I've done to get the multiplayer wins on Halo? Just literally set the score limit to 1, and then you just shoot 1, boom, that's a win. Shoot 1, boom, that's a win. You don't have to sit there and play through that many games.
And Splitgate's matchmaking specific. You have to play online, unfortunately. Because
Can't
see,
cheese it, Brandon.
I thought about cheesing it, but there's no way to cheese it. You just have to play it.
There's got to
play
be a
it,
way to
Brennan.
cheese it.
There's gotta...
I would play it.
I'm gonna find it.
I don't have it installed.
Hey, if you figure it out, let me know. because I will exploit the shit out of that. I mean, there's idle methods where you just like join an online lobby and then rubber band your controller. But that's just, man, fuck your teammates at that point. You might as well write him a I hate you note.
Hey, fuck you, loser. Haha.
Send everybody a personalized message, handwritten. Fuck you. Put a wax seal on it.
Fuck you, white ball.
And something I was going to talk about last week, Brandon, but I totally forgot, is have you watched the new Receiver series on Netflix lately?
I've seen things about it because I follow George Kittle and the Niners on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the things of the show of it, but I haven't watched the show yet.
It is incredible. I think the NFL lucked out 2 seasons in a row. They chose Patrick Mahomes last year and they went to the Super Bowl, so they had a lot of content to work with. And this year they chose 2 Niners players and a Lions player, and they had a lot of content going up until the NFC Championship. But
Also got a Raiders player.
yeah. So the series follows Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, Devontae Adams of the Raiders, Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions, and George Kittle and Deebo Samuel on the 49ers.
Dubo!
And it's really cool.
Good old.
Gives you an insight on what it's like for these players living in the NFL. Shows you how much Devontae Adams really hated Jimmy Garoppolo. Holy shit. He basically made it super clear that if Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't done, like as quarterback of the team, that he was going to leave. He wouldn't be on the Raiders. Because, man, Raiders fans know. We had to watch every game last year. It was rough. Jimmy Garoppolo was rough.
It was the altitude, going from at sea level to just above sea level,
Ah, of course.
Yeah.
Barry is hard. See, if the Raiders were still in Oakland, Jimmy Garoppolo would have thrived.
He would have thrived, exactly, yeah. It would have been the perfect trade.
You know what's a fun fact about the Oakland Coliseum?
That doesn't exist
No, it's still there. The A's play there currently. It's not like it's gone.
for now.
For now, until the end of the year. Horrible. It's the only stadium in the NFL that was below sea level.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. The only one. And the Raiders would play there and then go to the Denver, where it's the highest in the NFL. Because, Mile High Stadium, it's a mile above the sea. Oh, I'm putting the connections together.
Whoa.
Speaking of that, I'm pretty sure in the new NC24, there's a altitude effect depending on what stadium you're playing at. Like if you're at a higher altitude stadium,
Yep, home team has advantage.
There's an effect on your character in the game if you're an away team.
Stamina,
Yeah,
because it affects your breathing.
That's so wild.
The game is just crazy like that because they can get away with it because it doesn't have to be real simulation. It's just having fun to an extent.
Who thought that?
Oh, and the kickoffs and kicks are hard as shit. Like, you know how in Madden, it's just pretty much, it becomes routine to make kicks all the time?
Mm-hmm.
You'll get it where I'm moving my hand like you guys can see me, but the needle will go from left to right, and you're supposed to hit it in the center, but it moves at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, so it's impossible to hit it in the center.
But what is center? Sorry.
So, when you're hitting a field goal in Madden, you're able to aim the arrow, and then you get your power detector going?
Yeah.
So what happens in the NCAA games is instead of aiming the arrow, it swings left to right on the screen, and you have to press A and get it wherever you want it to go. But it starts swinging at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, so you realistically have like no shot of getting it dead center.
Unless you learn how to time it right.
You should look up gameplay of kicking, and you'll see how fast it goes.
I've
it
seen
moves
it,
insane.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but there's going to be somebody at least a couple months from now that has gotten that game figured the fuck out. And they're just destroying.
Also true. I'm interested to see where the game goes, because like Ultimate Team has killed every EA Sports title that it has touched. So, like with this next one, they're probably just going to put Ultimate Team, like former college players that used to be really good into it. Because there's a lot of people that didn't make it in the NFL that were college legends. Like Tim Tebow, college legend. Matt Leinart, college legend. Jamarcus Russell, college legend. If it wasn't for like Burrow being so good and shit like that, people would still talk about Jamarcus Russell. But he was so much of an NFL bust.
That happens sometimes,
Yep. trying to think of one. There was a guy that won the Heisman and then went undrafted the next year in the NFL because they just were like,
Jesus.
because from injuries, they were like, you're not going to play. You will never play in the NFL.
Oh, if it was from injuries, that's different. I thought that just meant they got the Heisman and everyone was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Boo, you stink.
Ooh, you suck.
Because usually winning the Heisman means that you're going to be drafted top 10.
For sure, man. It's the fucking Heisman, dude.
Unless you're Lamar Jackson.
It's the college equivalent of getting the MVP for the season,
Yeah.
like in the NFL.
And you know how hard it is to win the Heisman when there's, for example, 134 schools in the game, and every school has like 100 players on the roster.
There's so many more players in the college league than there are in the NFL. Yeah.
Golly. They still draft 255-ish every year, and it's so hard to make it to the league. Puts it into perspective. But yeah, Receiver's a very good show on Netflix. I recommend checking it out if you are a fan of the NFL.
Definitely will.
Speaking of NFL wide receivers, I have unfortunate news about a friend of the show. Mr. Randall Cobb is retiring. He will no longer be playing American football. So, wished him
The man, the myth.
It's all
The
over.
legend.
almost
That's
a
how we know
legend.
it's a true era of football.
Randall Cobb's done. What will we do now that Randall Cobb's not playing? Like, which NFL player do we latch to? Is Corn Elder still playing?
Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely not.
Dude, the very first game of the season is against the Niners, against the guy that broke his fucking Achilles tendon. It's gonna be an interesting game.
Fuck yeah.
Let's see if Aaron Rodgers can double his time that he spent last year on the field.
I looked up Corn Elder. He was in the UFL this last year. He was on the Houston Roughnecks.
Rico's Roughnecks.
Roughnecks. That's good. Corn Elder's still around. So we need a new corn-themed player in the NFL to latch onto.
Can we do a corny player?
Corny?
Who's a corny player? Christian Wilkins?
Garoppolo?
Oh no, what's that one guy that like he's like, oh, Kazekage of the hidden village
No,
of the
no,
Dan.
that's
Jamal
not corny.
Williams?
He's a Sigma.
He's
Sigma.
Fucking hell, yeah. Jamal Williams. What a legend.
Jamal Williams, there you go.
God, I loved him so much. It sucks. I think he played he wasn't a starter last year, but he got hurt in one of the first couple games. Kind of ruined the rest of the season. We love him. It's okay. We'll carry his spirit for him.
What about the guy that the Bills player?
Which
Is he
one?
doing all right?
What's his name? Fuck, I feel bad that I forgot.
Is it the guy that went into cardiac arrest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeMar Hamlin?
Hamlin.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
He suffered from not being a good football player last season.
I saw a bunch of really offensive memes. I don't remember what Tobey Maguire movie it was, but there's a kid just screaming at him, being like, why couldn't you just stay dead? And the clip below it was him fucking up a play. And I was like, God damn, he had a heart attack last year, man.
Yeah.
The internet's fucking ruthless.
Internet does not care. Yeah, he played in 5 games last year for a whopping 2 tackles.
Yo.
That was his stat line for the entire season. I think
Yikes.
he probably would have got cut from the Bills if it wasn't for the optics of him coming back into the NFL from injury, and then the Bills are just like, all right, you're done. But
And you're done.
because he's not a starter, he was a backup safety that gets rotated in and out. But he did start a lot of games in the year that he went down.
Well, at least you left some mark. Whether it's a good or bad one, he left one.
What was crazy because everyone had him as a lock to win Comeback Player of the Year, and then Joe Flacco won it instead.
Even though man died and revived on the fucking.
Mm-hmm. Joe Flacco, his adversity was playing for the Jets. He came back from that, which I think somebody made a joke about it when Joe Flacco won. They said that playing for the Jets is now worse than dying on the field. Which, I mean, kind of, yeah. You saw how their last season went with Aaron Rodgers. Holy hell. I was there. I saw the Jets in person.
I was there, dude. I was there.
The Jets have lost every game that I've ever attended.
As they should.
That's a statistic.
That is a statistic, and it's 100% true.
Doesn't matter how many games you've seen. It's a statistic.
And my sample size doesn't matter. It's 100% rate. So if you need the Jets to lose, I'll be there. If you need them to not lose, I don't know. They've won plenty of times with me not being there.
Coincidence? No, it ain't.
Never. Cheese sticks, boys. Do you have any final remarks for the week?
About
Cheese sticks. That makes you a gay fish.
There we go. I'd ask you to elaborate, but I'm not gonna.
If you get it, you get it.
Somebody would be very upset with you saying that. Just one person in particular.
One person in specific, yeah.
Yeah, just that one person.
Live, laugh.
No,
Don't do drugs in the bathroom.
why not?
There's plenty of better places. I mean, we're family friendly, and
Are we? That was news to me.
All right, Cricket.
All right, bye. Subscribe.
Beauty of the week challenge this week, boys.
I need you to do one of those mop bucket things that like spins when you step on it.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of it spinning. I need that.
Like a roly poly.
A roly poly?
Yeah, like a roly poly. It spins like a roly poly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy, holy.
Poly olly olly.